leadership and influence is important, especially as it relates to you, especially in this time of change, transition, and in some cases, stress or opportunity. What does leadership and influence have to do with you? Let's start with 3 important areas. I want to make sure you get this so it can help you move forward in your life, your career, your lifestyle, and of course, your impact and influence and effectiveness. You guys ready to get started? All right, let's go. Some people think you have to be an entrepreneur and a millionaire running for office or a big CEO boss or something to have influence and be required to have leadership skills, military, things like that. But that's not the case today exclusively. It never really was, but today it matters more than ever. 3 areas that we're going to discuss today that will help you as it relates to being a leader and an influencer, even if you're not the boss, even if you're not the top dogs, the alpha male, the alpha female, whatever, the it guy, you can still be a person of influence and have leadership skills. Let's start with family, all right? Everything starts with the family. Your family is where you get nurtured and cultivated, ready for the world. It's also what you do for your kids. So family leadership and influence matters, not just for mom to be a good role model and to do what she's supposed to do to help secure and keep her family safe and nurtured, dad to protect and work and provide wisdom and inspiration, all those things that are necessary for partial families, and grandparents make a big part of that. So they're leaders. But you have to understand, if you're a millennial, all right, it's your turn to lead now. If you're over 15 years old, it's your turn to begin to understand how to lead, how to take on more responsibilities, how to help your parents more. If you're aging in your 40s and 50s, of course, you already know you're caught between raising kids and, of course, caring for elderly parents. Those leadership skills require good decision making, resilience, emotional strength, a lot of compassion, and a lot of information and knowledge from people that you may be able to get help from.
3 years ago, I made a promise to build a government that listens, responds, and innovates for the future. I'm your Mayor, Daniela Levine Cava, proudly running for re-election, humbled and honored with what we've accomplished together. We took on the affordability crisis with new programs to support renters, build more housing units, and make cuts to the property tax rate. But our work is not done. And with your support, we will continue to lead with vision, integrity, and a commitment to results.
Now, the second point of leadership and influence that you can be really good at that will impact your life, your lifestyle, is in the workplace. Now, you think you may have to be a boss or a manager. No, not at all. You don't have to be a boss and a manager. You do have to be good at what you do. You have to know your craft. You have to know your skill. You have to be well-behaved and easy to work with and upbeat, a solutions provider. Your leadership is by example first, performing well, knowing your job, getting the training you need, even the advanced training you need, also understanding emotional intelligence enough where you can get along in the workplace, even with people that you don't necessarily agree with. But beyond that, leadership is also finding ways to bring people together to find a solution, regardless of their different thoughts or opinions or personalities. I know it's not easy and it's not your charge, but sometimes you have to do it to get your job done in that area. Also, you may volunteer at your work, because when you look at leadership, it's not just you within the company, but it's also the company. Let me give you an example. I look at the charitable work that Hyundai does and Ford does. These are companies that we are engaged with, that lots of companies, Audi has done, where they reach out to the community and do something to give back. That's leadership within an industry, okay? And if you're involved with a company that is in an industry, tech, insurance, whatever, and they're leading by contributing, then you're in a good situation. That's what we need more of. Not just a company that's leading in profits and revenues, but also how do they give back? What do they do to make sure that what they are contributing is meaningful, relevant? Let's go to number 3. It kind of ties in, and that is leading through community and charity work. Volunteer. Look, no matter what role you play in life, you could be the lowest person on the totem pole in the company or the CEO. We all can volunteer. There are just so many organizations and the United States and South Florida, here in Miami-Dade and Broward County, that you can actually lend time to. Big brothers, big sisters, Gail, shout out to you. There's ample opportunities to lend your time, whether it's a lot or a little, or to provide some money. Again, whether it's a lot or a little, and that's meaningful. That's going to be fulfilling to your heart, your soul, your karma, and it's what we need today. You don't have to be an influencer to have influence, and you don't have to be the most powerful to have power. Work your mojo. All right, guys, you need to subscribe because I always give you lifestyle stuff, cool things around sports, entertainment, and lifestyle branding. See you next time.